And the large ponies are at the starting point. They're under starters' orders. And the flag is up, and they're off and running in the large pony. Moving up along the hill there. As they come now around behind the trees and to the top of the straight, not in view, I might point out, from the stand here. They come down the hill. And on the inside, it's Hot Chocolate in the black colors, the number 3. Hot Chocolate. Then on the outside, as they come up the hill, is Seeing Double. But Hot Chocolate, the black colors, has the lead. Seeing Double is next. Then comes Babu as they go up the hill. Hot Chocolate. The order of finish for the large pony, the winner, number 3, Hot Chocolate. Number 1, Seeing Double, was second. Number 6, Mookie Monster, was third. 3-1-6.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem will be sung live from the winner's circle by Sophie Tyler, and this will be dedicated to her grandfather, Frolic Weymouth.
Not yet. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the helm of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Sophie Tyler this afternoon. Post time for the Isabella DuPont Sharp Memorial Race.
And the field is moving
Union
in
Park
line
Jaguar and
for
Land
the
Rover
start.
Wilmington, the official vehicles, as they are shuttling the officials to their stands. And this race is in memory of Mrs. and Mr. H. Rodney Sharp, renowned for their generosity as preservationists.
And a field of 10 getting ready to go 3 1/4 miles here in the opener at Point to Point. They're now under the orders of the starter. And they're moving in line across the course. The flag is up. And they're away in the opener here at Point to Point. And Solapino quickly for the lead. A fast pace as they head to the first jump. Bob Greco is moved up. Handsome Hoyt. Then we go to Sal the Barber. 4 lengths back. Boogie Biz is next as they head up the hill and into the first turn. Handsome Hoyt has the lead as they head to the back straight by about 4 over Sol Apino as they turn and make their way to the back straight. Up along the top of the hill, Handsome Hoyt is the leader as we pick him up here on the monitor. Sol Apino is next as the field comes along the top of the hill along Route 52 here and back in view at the tower. The leader, Handsome Hoyt, by about 4. Sol Apino is next. And then comes Spoiler Alert, that one there in third. Sal the Barber next, fourth. Boogie Biz fifth. Kings Apollo is sixth. Bob Greco next. Then comes Black Pond. Don't Make Me Cry. And far back is Adonna's Last Hurrah as they head out round the far loop. Handsome Hoyt is your leader as they head down the hill here. 2.5 in front of Sol Epino as they head off into the woods now. It's 2-9, Handsome Hoyt and Sol Epino as they head out round that far loop behind the trees. On they go around the far turn out of view from the tower. Positions haven't changed. Handsome Hoyt in the green colors in front, 2.5. Then comes Sol Epino as they make their way along Golf Course Road there at the top of the hill. Handsome Hoyt by about 5 over Sol Epino. Then comes Spoiler Alert there in third. As they move in behind those tents and make their way down the hill. Still with Handsome Hoyt on the lead as they come down the hill towards us now and through the straight for the second time. Handsome Hoyt has the lead. Spoiler Alert next. Now Kings Apollo has moved into third. Sol Epino back to fourth. Then Sal the Barber in Black Pond. 4 lengths back is Boogie Biz. 5 back to Don't Make Me Cry. 8 more back to Bob Greco. And far back is Adonna's Last Hurrah as they make their way into the turn. Handsome Hoyt in the green colors still on the lead. Spoiler Alert is next. Kings Apollo in third as we pick him up on the monitor here, heading out across the top of the hill. And Handsome Hoyt is the leader, 2.5 to the good of Spoiler Alert. Kings Apollo in the white with the green cap, and Sal the Barber now up into fourth as we pick them up along 52 here for the final loop. Handsome Hoyt by 2.5. Spoiler Alert, Kings Apollo. Sal the Barber 5 off the pace. 6 back to Black Pond. Then comes Sol Epino. Another 5 back to Boogie Biz. Don't Make Me Cry is next as they head up the hill and to the Petite Fortress there. Handsome Hoyt took that one well. Spoiler Alert is next. Kings Apollo. Then comes Sal the Barber, 5 back to Black Pond. Boogie Biz next, then Sol Epino. And Don't Make Me Cry as they head out round that far loop and into the trees. Still a Handsome Hoyt as they make the right-hand turn down there in the hollow, still with the lead. Waiting to be back in view at the top of the straight. Still Handsome Hoyt has the lead. Après le Petit Bois after the Little Forest. Handsome Hoyt still there on the lead as they come back in view at the top of the hill. Kings Apollo has gained as they move along there behind the tents. And Handsome Hoyt has given away the lead there as they come now into view at the top of the hill. Coming now to the tower for the final time. And Kings Apollo has taken the lead by about 5. Kings Apollo has emerged on the lead as they turn for home. Boogie Biz is next. Handsome Hoyt has dropped back Then comes Spoiler Alert as they take the final. King's Apollo by 5. Boogie Biz next, Handsome Hoyt, Spoiler Alert, Sal the Barber next in Black Pond, and up the hill to the finish. It is King's Apollo. And Patty Young home in front in the first here at Winterthur. moving in line for the start. Moving in line for the start. The flag is up. Away in the Vicmead plate, and Class Indian, the best turned out, romps off to the lead here. Right Away is next, then comes Sweet Talking Guy and Air Maggie at the back. And Air Maggie lost rider at the first fence. As they head on to the first turn, a trio now. Class Indian is the leader by 3. Right Away is next, and then comes Sweet Talking Guy. As they make the turn and head up along the hill with Class Indian leading here by about 5. Right Away is next, and then comes Sweet Talking Guy as the 3 make their way along the top of the hill on the back straight, soon to come in view along 52. Class Indian by about 6 here. Right Away is next, 6 more to the back marker. Sweet Talking Guy as they head up the hill and make their way to the back straight for the first time. Class Indian there, the gray on the lead. By about 6, Right Away is next over that fence, and then we go to Sweet Talking Guy at the back as they head to the Little Woods. Class Indian in front here by 4. Jumped that one well. Right Away next. The gap now about 8. Back to Sweet Talking Guy as they make their way into the trees and make the right-hand turn, head up to Golf Course Drive. On the monitor here, we see Class Indian maintaining the lead. 2.5 over Right Away. And Sweet Talking Guy as they move along atop the hill, along that back straight along the golf course. Briefly in view, Class Indian, 3 to the good of Right Away, and then about 8 back to Sweet Talking Guy as they move along across the top of the hill and come at us now, down the hill to the tower for the first time. Class Indian, 4 lengths to the good of Right Away, and then about 7 to Sweet Talking Guy as they make the right hand turn into the straight and past the tower for the second time. Class Indian in front by 4. Right Away is next, then a gap of 5. Sweet Talking Guy at the back as they head up the hill into the turn with Class Indian, the gray on the lead. Right Away is next. 5 lengths back is Sweet Talking Guy as they make their way around the turn at the top of the hill en route to the Delaware Museum of Natural History. As they come round now, back in view down the hill towards the tower, Class Indian still has the lead. And the margin about 3 as they come back in view. Right Away is next in the green colors, 6 more. Back to Sweet Talkin' Guy as they start this final loop now. Class Indian in front by 3. Right Away has stalked that one all the way. And Sweet Talkin' Guy is still very much in the hunt here as they make this run for the woods for the final time. Class Indian in front by 4. Right Away is next, and 6 lengths back is Sweet Talkin' Guy. And that's there. Maggie still enjoying a romp in the countryside, staying on course. God bless her as the field makes their way into the woods for the last time. Class Indian has the lead now, being pushed by Right Away, and 7 back to Sweet Talkin' Guy as they make the right-hand turn and head up to Golf Course Drive. As they move along the top of the ridge, Class Indian still has the lead. Right Away being urged on now, just a half length back. As they make their way along the top of the hill, Class Indian has the lead. Right Away takes another run at him. As they pick up the pace here and come to the top of the hill, they'll make the right-hand turn and come down to the tower for the last time. Class Indian Right Away, they're over that one together now. As they come down the hill, on the inside, Right Away in the green colors, the gray, Class Indian on the outside. As they come to the tower now for the final time, 1 fence from home. Right Away has taken the lead. Class Indian back to second. Another 12 back to Sweet Talkin' Guy. And up the hill they go. Bethany's got the whip out here on Right Away. Right Away in front in the Vicmead plate. Another. The unofficial order of finish, the winner number 5, Right Away. Number 6, Class Indian was second, and number 4, Sweet Talkin' Guy was third. 5-6-4 unofficially, and the time 6:48 flat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also like to remind you today that part of this purse has been donated by the National Steeplechase Foundation, a not-for-profit organization
which was created in 1995 with the objective of preserving and advancing the sport of horse racing through programs that promote education, health, safety, and spirit of amateurism.
The third race, the Vicmead Plate, is now official. The winner number 5, Herb Naylor's Right Away. A big gelding by Candy Ride from East Hampton, trained by Kathy Nelson, and the winning rider, apprentice Bethany Baumgardner. Number 6, Class Indian second, and number 4, Sweet Talking Guy, was third. In the fourth race today, the Middletown Cup, there are no changes. A field of 6. Horses to the paddock for race 4, please. And we have riders up for race 4, the Middletown Cup. A field of 6. 2 miles flat race. And best turned out for the Middleton Cup, number 6, Monacore. Monacore best turned out in the paddock. Starting up on the hill along Golf Course Drive, 2 miles. They're at the starting point under starter's orders now. Moving in line for the start. Moving in line for the start. The flag is up. And they're away in the Middletown Cup. Atherton for the lead. As we try and pick them up on the monitor here. They move out from the trees up along the ridge. Atherton moves for the lead. Dr. Keogh is next. 2.5 back to Monacore. They're in third as they disappear behind the tents and move along at the top of the ridge. Atherton in the yellow colors. Dr. Keogh is next, and then comes Monacore. They're in third, 2.5 now. Back to Malibu Preacher next in the fifth spot. And about 8 lengths or so back to Wildlife Artist as they move away from us now and head into the turn. Monacore, Atherton on the inside, Swansea Mile up on the outside now in the blue colors with the orange cap as they make their way around the top of the hill. And head along that back straight towards 52. Swansea Mile up to challenge Monacore for the lead as they make their way along the top of the hill and come in view along Route 52. And coming to the tower, Swansea Mile heads apart with Monacore. Atherton back there in third. Malibu Preacher is fourth, Dr. Keogh next, and then comes Wildlife Artist at the back, who's gained some ground as they head along the middle run here to the trees. And in view along the hill there, Swansea Mile now behind the tent, but Swansea Mile and Monacore, 2.5, Atherton, Malibu Preacher next. Wildlife Artist, the back marker, now Dr. Keogh, as they go out of view into the woods and make the right-hand turn. And Swansea Mile still on the lead. Malibu Preacher being pushed on a bit there. Then comes Atherton. Monacore on the outside. Wildlife Artist in view briefly along the top of the hill. Swansea Mile, 2.5, Malibu Preacher. is next, then Monocore, Wildlife Artist, as they go behind the tents now. Will rely on the monitor as they come around the turn and make their way to the top of the straight. Still Swansea Mile, Malibu Preacher is next. Then comes Monocore as they come down the hill. And Swansea Mile has the lead, Malibu Preacher. Atherton there in third. Then comes Wildlife Artist at the hedge. And as they make their way up the hill, Swansea Mile, Atherton is next. Malibu Preacher. Then comes Wildlife Artist as they head up the hill to the finish. Swansea Mile hangs on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Middletown Cup commemorates Delaware's 18th century racetrack in Middletown and is being presented to Swansea Mile this afternoon, owner of the winning horse, Swansea Mile, I should say.
The unofficial order of finish, the winner number 5, Swansea Mile. Number 1, Atherton was second. Number 2, Wildlife Artist third. Number 3, Malibu Preacher fourth. 5, 1, 2, 3 unofficially. And the time was 4:06 flat. Race 4, the Middletown Cup, now declared official. And the winner, number 5, the Ross Bryan Farms Swansea Mile. A big gelding by Dylan Thomas from Hurry Up Helen, trained by Ricky Hendricks. Eve Ledyard was the winning rider. Number 1, Atherton second. Number 2, Wildlife Artist was third. Great day of racing once again here at Point to Point. This has been your race caller, Tony Bentley. Always great to be here. Thanks for coming out. But plenty of festivities left to go. And as always, we ask you police your areas. And now we'll take it back down to the winner's circle for the festivities around the presentation for race 4. Good afternoon. Preacher is next. Then comes Monocore. Comes Wildlife Artist as they head up the hill to the finish. Swansea Mile